In a world that screams for attention, there is a rare group of people who have found the ultimate power: silence. While everyone is busy performing their lives for an audience of strangers, these individuals are living theirs in the shadows. They observe, they think, and they do not post. But do not mistake their absence for emptiness. Their silence is not a void, it is a fortress. Today, we step into the minds of the unseen to decode the psychology of the quiet ones. This is not just about social media. This is about a psychological rebellion, a secret war against the loop of external validation. This is the silent rebellion. Welcome back to the phrase decoder. The French psychoanalyst Jacques Lacan once said, "Man's desire is the desire of the other. We do not desire the object itself. We desire that the other desires us or validates our desire. Social media is the ultimate other. It is a giant digital mirror that never stops judging. Posting is not just sharing. It is a subtle search for approval, a way to craft an identity that the world will accept. Every like is a temporary fix, a microdose of validation that keeps you addicted to the screen. But the quiet ones have made a conscious choice to detach their self-worth from this digital machine. They have broken the mirror. How do they do it? How do they resist the urge to be seen? The secret lies in their internal dialogue. They have mastered a specific set of mental phrases that serve as a shield against the matrix of comparison. Today, we will decode the 5 mental phrases that fuel their silent rebellion. Mental phrase number 1. My joy does not require an audience to be real. For most people, an unshared experience is an incomplete experience. If a beautiful sunset wasn't posted, did it even happen? This reflects a profound psychological insecurity, a fear that our own reality is not enough until the other gives it value. Lacan called this the prison of the imaginary, where we become trapped by our own perfect image. The quiet ones understand that some truths are too sacred to be filtered. By keeping their best moments private, they preserve their authentic self-expression. They choose to live the experience intensely, rather than performing it for applause. Their joy is real, because it belongs only to them. Mental phrase number 2. If they don't know my life, they cannot weaponize it. In the world of dark psychology and covert manipulation, information is currency. The more a manipulator knows about your desires, your fears, and your happy moments, the easier it is to control you. By not posting, the quiet ones are making themselves impossible to trace. They are closing the door to emotional blackmail and narcissistic abuse. A manipulator needs your reactions to understand how to break your boundaries. When you remain silent, you become an untraceable mind. They understand that privacy is not about hiding secrets, it is about protecting your peace. Mental phrase number 3. I am a witness, not a performer. Society often confuses visibility with value, but the most meaningful experiences happen in the profound presence of the moment, not in the rush to document it. Posters are often distracted. They are performing life instead of living it authentically. They are looking at the world through the lens of a camera, wondering how to edit the truth to get more engagement. The quiet ones choose clarity over performance. They observe more. They think deeply. They realize that they don't have to interrupt the moment to participate in it. Their silence is not emptiness. It is depth. Mental phrase number 4. Validation is a debt I refuse to owe. The dopamine loop of likes, comments, and shares is designed to keep you in a constant state of performing for the grande outro, the big other of social approval. Every posted photo is a quiet plea for approval, and every like is a temporary loan of self-worth. It creates an endless emotional debt. The quiet ones understand this conditioning. They have stepped off the treadmill. They possess a strong internal locus of control. This means they are less driven by social comparison and rely more on their own internal judgment for life satisfaction. They don't need the world to tell them they are doing well. They already know. Mental phrase number 5. My worth is not defined by their interpretation. The concept of psychological ownership explains why some people avoid posting. They intuitively know that sharing an experience can reduce its personal meaning. Once a moment is shared, it is exposed to the potential of being misjudged or misinterpreted. A manipulator loves to misinterpret your words to shift the blame or make you feel guilty. But you cannot misinterpret silence. The quiet ones have found peace in being unseen. They are comfortable with being unknown to the digital mob. Their identity is not distorted by filters or the approval-seeking gaze of the world. They understand that they are not disengaged. They are just authenticity-driven, choosing congruence over conformity. Not all silence is peaceful. Some people withdraw because of the intense, self-presentational pressure, the fear that they cannot maintain the perfect image required by the digital mask. But for the true silent rebels, their withdrawal is a form of healing and rebellion. It is a conscious choice to alignment inner identity with outward life, a congruence. Choosing not to post often leads to deeper real-world relationships where connection is not dependent on constant digital updates. It preserves authentic self-expression and aligns your inner identity with your outward life. Final message: silence is a shield. It is a reminder that meaningful experiences are personal, not public. Your value does not depend on your audience. Do not be afraid of the dark. The quiet ones know that sometimes the most important truth is the one that remains unseen. Hit the subscribe button to keep decoding. Stop carrying weight that isn't yours. Welcome to the phrase decoder. We see what they hide. We hear what they refuse to say.